Ẹ mà lẹ níbẹ̀ yẹn ò nílé lóko. Ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hello everyone, it's Adirunke again. I hope your day is going well. Today I'll be addressing the word iwa. It's character, when you translate it to English. But my concern is, what is it in and of itself? As usual, in the previous video I addressed the word ewa and what it means in and of itself. That word is very often translated to beauty, but I broke the word ewa down and I suggested that you think about it too. Today I'll be addressing iwa. What is character? The mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. The mental and moral qualities that are distinctive to an individual is iwa character. The I in iwa is a noun maker, as you may already know. You combine a noun maker with a verb to get a noun. Those noun makers typically comprise of one letter, two at most. I've never seen a three-lettered noun maker, not so far, not in the Oyo dialect. I, noun maker, wa is the verb. The I here is the state of. Wa could be to be or exist. It could be to dig up or harvest. It could be to drive a vehicle. It could also be to clutch, to clasp, and to embrace. I talked a little bit more about this in that video on ewa. But just like in the video on ewa, the wa that applies here is the be, to be or exist. So iwa can be defined simply, the word itself is simple, as the state of being. That's what it is. The state of being, who you are. It's not too far off from the English definition of character. It's not an act, so you can't pretend to be who you're not. You have a character that is distinct to you, and you may modify that in certain settings, but even if you pretend to be who you're not, you can't keep it up forever. Your true nature comes out at some point, and I'll mention a saying that addresses that. If the Yoruba people say, Lagbaja oniwa, Lagbaja does not have a character, it's not the same thing as Lagbaja does not have a personality. Because you can have a personality, but if somebody says you lack character, your way of being is just not commendable. So when the Yoruba people say somebody, Lagbaja is a generic name. Tamedu, Lakashegbe, there are so many generic names like that. Lagbaja, the Ola, which is shortened to La here, is like wealth, is a common prefix, just like Ifa, Oshun. There are Orisha names that are used as prefixes for, names. Ade, like in Adirunke, Ola, Omi, Yale, prefixes like that. That's just a prefix. Baja is Be, Aja combined to carry a dog. So the one who carries a dog is such a generic name. Anybody can carry a dog. So it's a generic name. Lagbaja. O is a negator. When you see it in a sentence, Yoruba sentence, standing alone like that, does not or not is what it means. It negates. That statement is a negator. O. Ni is to have. Iwa is character, a state of being. So if you're going to even transliterate that, it would be Lagbaja does not have a state of being. It could be that they lack composure. The person does not have a good or commendable character. I don't know if the English say the same thing, that a person lacks character, which again is not the same thing as a person lacks personality. You can have personality, but it can be awful. I think it translates, so this part may not be necessary, the good or commendable character part. If they lack character, then they have an unpleasant personality. They lack a way of being, which is really another way of saying they lack a proper way of being. Also, Yoruba people say, Efini iwa. Efiniwa. Efiniwa, you hear that a lot. It's a metaphor. Smoke is character, or character is smoke. If you turn it the other way, Efiniwa, smoke is character, character is smoke. Which means it's not something you can really hide. Smoke comes from a fire when there isn't enough oxygen to burn the fuel completely. So even if you put up a front, your real nature will definitely just come out at some point. You can't pretend to be who you're not forever. The true nature will always come out. You can't really hide smoke. You can't put a bowl over it, or you can't put a calabash over it. It will always find its way out. Smoke is character. You cannot pretend to be who you're not forever. The true nature reveals itself at some point. The Yoruba people say iwa lewa, iwa lewa. Your character is what makes you actually I'm translating now. The transliteration would be your state of being is the thing that is. That's what that statement means in and of itself. Your state of being, your character, is the thing that is your je ne sais quoi. Is the thing that people may not be able to place their hand on, but it's just something about you, that attracts people to you. Something about your character is really your source of beauty. Your character makes you beautiful, depending on what it is. So I intend to address that even further in subsequent videos. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you for watching and for your time. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day and bye for now.